Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening. The troops are ready, the generals are in position, and the battle plan is laid out for the big 2024 Mahayuddh. Powered by Vikas and also Virasat, the Prime Minister is hand-picking his lieutenants. While Aya Ram, Gaya Ram is something that continues to wreck the opposition time and again, the question is, who is battle ready for this big Mahabharat of 2024? Let's quickly get you a lot of these fast-paced developments that we've seen through the day. It's been a politically charged day in the power corridors. The Prime Minister earlier today has time and again, remember, spoken of the war cry, 400 par, ab ki baar 400 par. His party, remember, is preparing their first Lok Sabha list that could be announced as early as tomorrow. Now, the decision is going to be taken by the members of the BJP CC, which includes the Prime Minister. And as per top sources to Times Now, the discussion is going to be around the seats that the party lost in 2014 and in 2019. There are almost about 100 to 120 names that may be released in the next few hours. These are the critical states we are looking of: Delhi, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan. Let's first get you the inside scoop on the big battle in the national capital. Now remember, the BJP currently here has all the 7 seats. They have 7 MPs. Sources telling Times Now that about 5 to 6 candidates may be replaced. Manoj Tiwari perhaps is the only candidate who's certain to be retained. While Dr. Harshvardhan and Ramesh Viduri are still in contention, big names like Meenakshi Lekhi, like Gautam Gambhir, Hans Raj Hans may actually get axed. For the state of Madhya Pradesh, sources telling Times Now that a 2.5-hour long meeting has taken place just about yesterday. There is a larger consensus that seems to have been reached. This over the candidates to be fielded. As of now, the BJP, remember, here has 28 of the 29 seats in the state. Sources say as many as 21 MPs may be replaced. This time, the BJP has fielded 7 MPs already in the assembly polls, 2 of which had lost. Now, on all these 7 MP seats, the party may be fielding new faces. The candidates who are being considered right now from more than one seat, as per sources again, is Shivraj Singh Chauhan, Kailash Vijayvargiya, Jyotiraditya Scindia, Narottam Mishra, and also V.D. Sharma perhaps making that cut. Let's quickly switch gears to Rajasthan. The BJP here is planning to contest all the 25 seats, unlike the last time around. Because last time around, if you remember, they actually left 1 seat for the RLP. Now, of the 25 Lok Sabha seats, 15 may see new faces being given a chance. The seats have been divided now here into 2 categories. These are A and B category seats. Category A here includes seats where the BJP is sure of its victory. And then category B is including constituencies where the Saffron Party feels that it really needs to do a little bit more to be able to win them. Now, with the battle plan laid out, first up, listen in to the Prime Minister, again and again reiterating what he calls is the Modi guarantee for a तीसरी बार मोदी सरकार.
आज चारों तरफ एक ही बात सुनाई देती है, अब की बार 400 पार, अब की बार 400 पार. पहली बार ऐसा हुआ है जब जनता ने खुद अपनी प्रिय सरकार की वापसी के लिए ऐसा नारा बुलंद कर दिया है. ये नारा बीजेपी ने नहीं, बल्कि देश की जनता जनार्दन का दिया हुआ है. मोदी की गारंटी पर देश का इतना विश्वास भाव विभोर करने वाला है.
And let's also get you this quick breaking here on the Newshour. The BJP Manthan over the 2024 very first list. The meeting we know now at the Prime Minister's residence has been going on for the last 4 hours. Who all are present in the meet? We are learning the Union Home Minister Amit Shah, the BJP National President JP Nadda are present at the Prime Minister's home. And this, remember, is just the beginning of getting the BJP poll ready. We'll try and see if we can get in Pragya, who's reporting on that story, and she's joining us live for a quick insight into this. Pragya, what are we hearing? Does this mean that the CEC does wait till this meeting at the Prime Minister's residence gets done?
Absolutely. this CC was scheduled to start. This CC was scheduled to start at 7 p.m. today, but because there is a meeting pre-CC discussion that are happening at Prime Minister's residence, where JP Nadda is also present, who is BJP chief, and also Union Home Minister Amit Shah. We are given to understand that they are discussing on some important seats as well. There is a pre-CC discussion that is going on, and it has been stretched a bit. They will be here any time, but we have been told that CC has been delayed. All the leaders are still waiting for them. Chief ministers from various states like Uttar Pradesh, Mr. Yogi is here. Also, Mohan Yadav from Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Mr. Vishnudev Sai. They have all, Gujarat CM, in fact, they all are present here. They're waiting for the Prime Minister, Home Minister and JP Nadda to arrive here to start this CEC meeting and finalize the list of the candidates.
All right, Pragya, our eyes and ears on the ground. They're tracking that story. For the moment, thank you so much. But let's continue to get you more insight into what has happened through the day and what possibly the battle today looks like. Remember, the Prime Minister already has spelled out his mission for polls, his vision for Bharat. Now, what's happening in the rival camp? This is also a question that should be asked and discussed. Are they wrecked by dissent, by desertions? The IND alliance partners, remember what many are saying, are literally fighting for their survival right now. It's a do-or-die battle. The Congress Sarkar in Himachal Pradesh is safe for now. Now, after back-to-back meetings that we've seen with the MLAs, the Congress observers did manage to broker an uneasy truce. While the Chief Minister here, Sukhwinder Singh Sukhu, stays, do remember 6 rebel MLAs have already been disqualified by the Speaker here. This for defying the party whip on the finance bill. But will this ceasefire hold? And for how long? We are waiting and watching. First up, listen and also to what the Congress generals have to say. They are blaming the BJP, as always, for what many say is a crisis of their own making.
5 years there will be a Congress government under our Honorable Chief Minister Sukhu sitting adjacent to me. All MLAs want 5 years Congress government. All are united. The High Command has chosen Mr. Sukhu, which was being proposed by PCC President.
हमने ईमानदारी से सरकार चलाई है. हमने लोगों की समस्याओं का जब से निपटारा करना शुरू किया है, ये लोग किसी न किसी राजनीतिक षड्यंत्र से कांग्रेस की सरकार को गिराने का दायित्व कर रहे हैं. मैं आज फिर भी कहता हूं, हम निश्चित तौर पर हमारी सरकार हिमाचल प्रदेश में और 5 साल हम हिमाचल प्रदेश में हमारी सरकार चलेगी. आप लोगों की सरकार है.
So while the Congress there, ladies and gentlemen, is dousing fire of a lot of internal rebellion that you keep seeing in the Congress's camp, let's also talk about Akhilesh Yadav, the Uttar Pradesh ke ladke. Now, he is being called out by his very own party MLAs who've raised the banner of revolt. SP rebel MLAs, interestingly, who you recall had just cross-voted in the recently held Rajya Sabha polls earlier today, have visited the Ram Mandir and Ayodhya. Those are images already on your screens. What are they asserting? They are asserting that they've always objected to their party chief Akhilesh Yadav's Ram Virod during the Pran Pratishtha. Listen.
हम लोग उपस्थित होना चाह रहे थे, लेकिन पहले तो हम लोगों को न्योता ही नहीं मिला 22 तारीख का. उसके बाद उस पर हम लोगों ने कहा अपने विधानसभा अध्यक्ष से हम लोगों को लेकर के चलिए. विधानसभा अध्यक्ष जी ने पूरे खुले हाउस में सबको न्योता दिया, निमंत्रण दिया कि आप सब लोग चलिए, जो विधायक जाना चाहते हैं. सारे दलों के विधायक गए, हमारे दलों के विधायकों को रोक दिया गया. इससे हम लोगों को बहुत आत्मिक कष्ट हुआ. ये उचित नहीं था.
निश्चित रूप से मेरे लिए ये बहुत ही अद्भुत, बहुत ही खुशी का, अपार प्रसन्नता का ये दिन है कि जब आज सा परिवार नवनिर्मित इस मंदिर में, जहां पर भगवान श्री राम जी को स्थापित किया गया. आप सोचिए कितनी लंबी लड़ाई रही है इसके लिए. धर्म हमारे आस्था का विषय है और ये कोई नई चीज नहीं है. मैंने पहले भी कहा था कि जहां कड़-कड़ में राम है, हर व्यक्ति में राम है, और राम के खिलाफ अगर कोई बोलेगा, राम के दर्शन के लिए कोई रोकेगा, इससे बड़ा महापाप कुछ नहीं हो सकता.
So the SP MLA is saying, Kan mein Ram hai. Now, in the Times Star Nav Bharat Nav Nirman Manch yesterday, the SP chief Akhilesh Yadav had said that he will be going to the Ram Mandir when he gets a bulawa. Jab bulayenge, bulawa aayega, jayenge, he says. Now, at the very same stage, you also had the Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath, who's quipped that no invite is needed for any Ram Darshan. Our group editor-in-chief, Navika Kumar, spoke to them just about yesterday. Listen in.
अब लगता है कि रामलला कारण बने। आप गए नहीं समर्पित होने के लिए अयोध्या, और एमएलएस को जाने नहीं दिया जब यहाँ से दिखाने के लिए और मत्था टेकने के लिए सब गए, तो कहीं ना कहीं राम के नाम पर बीजेपी में चले गए।
मैं हिंदू हूँ, सनातन धर्मी हूँ, भगवान को मानता हूँ, सब भगवानों को मानता हूँ, जितने अवतार हैं उनको मानता हूँ, देवी देवताओं को मानता हूँ मैं। और मेरा मानना है, और मेरे से जैसे बहुत सारे लोग हैं, वो यही मानते हैं कि जब बुलावा आता है तब जाएंगे हम, जब अपने आप मन करेगा हम जाएंगे, दर्शन करेंगे। आप कहें जबरदस्ती जाएंगे, क्यों जाएं हम जबरदस्ती?
ये वही यूपी है जिस अयोध्या धाम का नाम लेने से पिछली सरकारें कतराती थी। वहां जाने से उनकी धर्मनिरपेक्षता खतरे में पड़ जाती थी। आज उसी अयोध्या में सब लोग दर्शन करने के लिए जाना चाहते हैं। अच्छा है, प्रभु तो सबके हैं, और राम किसी को बुलाते नहीं। राम का बुलावा तो एक ही बार आता है, बार बार नहीं आता है। इसलिए वहां तो स्वतः स्फूर्त भाव के साथ जाना चाहिए। वहां बुलाने का आमंत्रण के इंतजार नहीं करना चाहिए।
So Yogi Adityanath, they're saying Ram ka bulawa to ek hi baar aata hai. So this obviously brings us to our legitimate question we are asking on the news hour. Who's battle ready for the big Mahabharat of 2024?
You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 1 on Times Now. Super Prime Time.
So we are just days away now from the big battle of 2024. It's good to have a panel that has varied views like a democracy, and even better to have Sanju Verma smiling. Also good to have Dr. Anand Ranganathan, the author, the very famous author, joining us. He has a very strong opinion about what's going on in the polity of the country. Also good to have Shekhar Iyer-ji, a senior journalist. Sanjay Jha is an author. He, remember, has a history with the Congress. Interestingly, he hasn't had a Hriday Parivartan. Right now, he continues to defend the Congress. Tariq Khan is a national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party with us. Professor Monajit Mandal is a political analyst. He leans towards Trinamool, and it's been a big day today because you have seen some bit of action on Sheikh Shah Jahan. And not to forget, the timing is so critical because this is happening just a day before the Prime Minister arrives in Bengal. Dr. Akashdeep Muni is a political analyst. He's completing our panel. And with everyone's permission, let's take that first question to Tariq Khan, the national spokesperson of the SP. Just earlier today, there is a lot of buzz also, Tariq ji, about the fact that Owaisi will be now in Uttar Pradesh. He's going to be fighting that big UP battle. Uttar Pradesh ke ladko ki kya halat hui thi in 2017, we all know. But tell me something. आपके अपने MLAs ही कहते हैं कि कण-कण में राम है. So why is it that Akhilesh Yadav is still so hesitant to visit the Ram Mandir?
The allegation made by these MLA who have cross-voted is completely baseless. Not a single time Akhilesh said or stopped anybody to visit Ram Mandir, or they are just cross-voted, so they want some reason to defend themselves. So in order, just like BJP, in order to defend themselves, they are hiding behind Lord Ram. There is nothing like that. They cannot provide any type of proof when Akhilesh ji has said that any of the MLA will not be allowed to. This is just a basic.
अच्छा तारिक जी, you forget this. आप ये मानते हैं कि कण-कण में राम है, कण-कण में भगवान राम है, ये तो मानते हैं ना?
बिल्कुल मानता हूँ.
So अखिलेश यादव को जाना चाहिए ना, आप सबके साथ जाना चाहिए राम मंदिर में रामलला के दर्शन के लिए.
He will not visit. Not a single time he has said that he will not visit. He'll visit. If he's saying that he will not visit till now or whenever he, how much time he'll live, that makes a question. Now, when he's saying that lets the time come, he will visit. The question must be stopped at that point.
Okay, I don't know which time. I don't know which time he is waiting for. I know Sanju wants to jump in already, but let me get in Sanjay Jha here. Let me get in Sanjay Jha and see if he's able to help you a little. You know, Sanjay, there is already a lot of problem right now in the state of Himachal. Pratibha Singh ji was earlier speaking to Times Now, and she said that, you know, there is a hierarchy in the state of Karnataka. Why is there hierarchy missing in Himachal? She says nobody listens to me and we cannot tolerate this. Is this how the Congress will fight the battle for 2024?
Deepti, good evening and many congratulations on hosting this program.
Thank
and wishing you a great career ahead. I want to just be very upfront here. when I hear Narendra Modi, the Prime Minister, every day and every month saying, जनता ने तो तय कर लिया है मैं तीसरी बार जीतने वाला हूं, then I actually smell their अहंकार मुझे नहीं दिखता. अजीब बात है, उनमें अहंकार नहीं दिखता, अभिमान नहीं दिखता, उनमें आत्मविश्वास भी नहीं दिखता. मैं उनमें डर दिखता हूं. मुझे लगता है कि वो बहुत भयभीत है. You see, a Prime Minister repeating this is called not confidence, it is called gaslighting. I think the BJP knows अब की बार झूठ की हार. Because भारत की जनता को anybody who takes the public of India for granted, यहाँ पर इतने लोग वोट करने वाले हैं दीप्ति, and here is a Prime Minister, a seasoned veteran, sounding so insecure that he's telling them, मैं जानता हूं कि आप क्या करने वाले हैं. भैया, एक कहावत है कि भारत की राजनीति में और दुनिया की राजनीति में a week is a long time in politics, लेकिन मोदी जी भविष्यवाणी करने लगे हैं. मुझे लगता है कि डर से भरे हुए हैं भाजपा, बिकॉज द फार्मर्स आर आउट, द अनएम्प्लॉयड आर आउट. दैट इज द मोदी गारंटी. व्हाट इज मोदी की गारंटी? रिकॉर्ड अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट. मोदी गारंटी नंबर 2, हाई इन्फ्लेशन. मोदी गारंटी नंबर 3, सीबीआई, ईडी, आईटी ओवर ऑपोजिशन. मोदी गारंटी नंबर 4, डेथ ऑफ डेमोक्रेसी. Modi guarantee number 5, communal temperatures will rise. Modi guarantee number 6, a culture of intimidation, fear and hate. I have a feeling the BJP is nervous. I agree with you, Deepti. However, I'm going to be very honest. The opposition needs to get its act together, because the people of India do want an alternative, not just a strong opposition. They want a better government.
Absolutely.
So I keep telling people who come and tell me,
Sanjay, what a strong opposition can do is so visible today in the state of West Bengal, where you had such a strong opposition, Monojit, in the BJP, that they ensured that there is action taken, even if this action is too little too late, Monojit. But you have to concede that Sandesh Khali will not forget what the Trinamool has done. Sanju, just give me a minute. I'll let Monojit quickly respond to this and come to you. Monojit.
No, for you, TMC's action is too late, too little. But you never questioned the government on Manipur. For the last 9 months, people of Manipur are still looking for justice. When the women were paraded naked, when the houses were being burned, and one of our ministers, he was saying that this has become second Kashmir or Gaza. The BJP remained silent. Till date, the people of Manipur are looking for one single visit by the Prime Minister. That's point number 1. Point number 2, it is too little too late. I want the BJP to do at least very little by not even arresting Shubhendu Adhikari. Ask them to bring him to the CBI office and kuch chai bhai pila do. That investigation is going on for the last 6 years under the direction of the Supreme Court. Nadda scam, which was shown by BJP from their party office in 2016, that Shubhendu Adhikari was taking money, taking bribe. No action for the last 4 years. Too little, too late. I want Mr. Ajit Pawar to be interrogated and to be taken into custody, who was being accused by none other than the Prime Minister, saying that Sabse Kora Ghotalabaj Party, Nationalist Corrupt Party of India. He is now lapped up. He is out playing in the hands of Mr. Amit Shah and Narendra Modi. Narayan Rane and Praful Patel, Hemanta Biswa Sharma, and last but not the least, a terrorist was rewarded by giving her the ticket in the form of Pragya Singh Thakur. She was charged by not police, by the court of law, and the trial is still continuing. It is yet to be discharged of the trial. I say trial is to be continued. And look at here. TMC has taken action on the basis of the arrest. TMC has expelled him from the party.
You've spoken about everything else in this world. Fair enough. What you say about Manipur is a valid point. But does this mean that you will not speak on what's happened in Sandesh Khali? Does this mean that you will not tell me how many times has Mamata Banerjee visited Sandesh Khali? Can you tell me that? Just take 30 seconds and then Sanju will come in.
You were comparing Sandesh Khali? No, hang on.
No one is comparing anything. I just want to know. I'm curious. I am curious. Did Mamata Banerjee visit Sandesh Khali?
You are... Every big TMC leaders are visiting Sandesh Khali. Mamata Banerjee doesn't need to go to Sandesh Khali because people of Sandesh Khali are with Mamata Di.
She doesn't need to go there.
Next election. Please.
She doesn't need to go there. You made that very clear. So you are unapologetic about this whataboutery. Unapologetic about this whataboutery. Sanju, the Prime Minister says कि अब की बार 400 पार ले जाएंगे. कैसे ले जाएंगे? What is the blueprint? And do you want to respond to all the allegations you've heard so far from Sanjay, from Tariq and from Anujit?
Thank you, Deepti. Many congratulations. Nice to see you in a new role. We've had some feisty debates in your earlier avatar.
Yes.
I'm sure, that's going to be par for the course more often than now going forward. I have a few points to make. First and foremost, when Sanjay Jha, the suspended Congress leader, sits here and waxes eloquent that, Modi ki guarantee, ye nahi hua, wo nahi hua, I will put some hard facts because I believe that facts always outbeat rhetoric. Narendra Modi ki sabse pehli guarantee ye that, the largest self-employment scheme in the world, Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana, with more than 43 crore loan applications processed, out of which 30 crore loan applications, the beneficiaries are women. Pradhan Mantri Modi ki second guarantee, the Jan Dhan Yojana, more than 52 crore bank accounts open, with more than 72% beneficiaries being Dalit and Adivasi women. Pradhan Mantri Modi ki teesri guarantee, Ujjwala Yojana, more than 10 crore gas connections given in the last 5 years alone. Pradhan Mantri Modi ki chauthi guarantee, PM Kisan Samman Nidhi Yojana, more than 2.8 lakh crore disbursed to more than 11 crore farmers. Pradhan Mantri Modi ki panchvi guarantee, PM Fasal Bima Yojana, more than 35 crore insurance claims of farmers processed. Pradhan Mantri Modi ki chhati guarantee, Ayushman Bharat Yojana, where the cover is 5 lakh per individual, and apparently more than 26 crore health cards have been given. Pradhan Mantri Modi ki सातवीं सबसे बड़ी guarantee, Jan Aushadhi Kendras, more than 9,800 Kendras with expensive medicines available at less than 90% of what their actual price is to the beneficiaries. I can go on and on and on, but Deepti, one thing I have to say today. I'm so happy that for the December 2023 quarter, when every single political pundit, every economist who does not even know how to spell the word economy, said 4 से 5% GDP growth hogi. And guess what? 8.4% for the December 2023 quarter, which means for the first 9 months of the financial year 2023-24, our GDP growth is how much? 8.23%. कान खोलकर सुन लीजिए opposition वालों, 8.23%. This when the world is actually deflating or disinflating and is barely able to manage a growth.
All right, Sanju says कान खोलकर सुन लीजिए, but Sanjay Jha, Monojit were actually also having that huge smile that continues to get broader. It's good to have you smiling, gentlemen, for a change. I want to get Akashdeep quickly before I get in Dr. Anand Ranganathan and Shekhar Iyer for their perspective onto this conversation. Akashdeep, are you happy today with what the status of the Congress is? Because do you believe somewhere कि अच्छा है Congress गिरती रहे और उससे आम आदमी पार्टी ऊपर होती रहे? Why don't you give them some good advice? Look at what's been happening in the state of Himachal.
Deepti ji, today I'll rather speak upon the guarantees stated by our honorable Prime Minister. Modi ki guarantee. Modi ji ki sabse badi guarantee hai Vishwa Guru banana Bharat ko. Let me bring some facts on the table. The per capita income of India with 2 children is 14,000 rupees per month as per National Statistical Office. A private school in any part of India for a toddler is admission fee is 75,000 rupees. It means that the common man with per capita income of 14,000 cannot send his children to a private school. Now coming back to the government school. The government school, 300 government school in Gujarat has been running in one room, all batches, all classes. So they cannot go to the government school. तो क्या करना है कि भारत को अनपढ़ रखना है, ठीक है? Now कुछ काम कर नहीं सकेंगे तो क्या करेंगे ना, दूसरों का काम रोकेंगे. There was a Farishte scheme of Delhi government which saved 2,300 people. They stopped it. The interesting factor is from this October to December, from 90 days to 2022, they stopped all the medicine in Mohalla clinics. So this is the Vikas model. This is the government model that has Bharatiya Janata Party. And I just want to ask Sanju ji ऐसा क्यों करते हैं कि लोगों को मेडिसिन रोक लेते हैं? आपको प्रॉब्लम है ऑपोजिशन में मेडिसिन रोक लीजिए, कॉमन मैन का मेडिसिन रोक के आपको
आकाशदीप, आप भी ऐसा क्यों करते हैं कि कांग्रेस से भरूच की सीट ले लेते हैं? आप भी ऐसा क्यों करते हैं? कांग्रेस इज योर बेस्ट फ्रेंड, राइट? तो आप भरूच की सीट क्यों ले लेते हैं? एंड देखिए, व्हाट इज वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग इज दैट संजय झा विल आल्सो स्पीक अबाउट द गारंटीज ऑफ मोदी. Akashdeep is also speaking about the guarantees of Modi. But interestingly, Dr. Anand Ranganathan, no one knows about the guarantees of the opposition. What do they stand for?
Good evening. First of all, Deepti, many congratulations.
Thank you.
Wishing you all the very best for the future. With the panelists that you have, I'm afraid your task is really cut out. But let me let me talk about just three issues that my good friends, fellow panelists who are in the below panel have talked about. Starting with Tariq Saab. तारिक साहब ने कहा कि अखिलेश ने कहा कि जब राम जी का बुलावा आएगा तो मैं जाऊंगा. फेयर इनफ, एब्सोल्युटली नो क्वाल्म्स विद दैट. बट ये बताना भूल गए कि 10 फरवरी को सारा यूपी लेजिस्लेटिव काउंसिल और असेंबली अयोध्या गया था. 430 लोग, उसमें से 120 लोग गायब थे जो नहीं गए थे. वो एसपी के एमएलसीज और एमएलएस थे. क्या सबने ये कहा कि मेरे को जब बुलावा आएगा वेट करूंगा? सो इट सस्पिशियसली सीम्स लाइक अ डिक्टेट. वो सब डरे हुए थे. 120 लोगों का ना जाना, सिर्फ एसपी के लोगों का ना जाना, इट टेल्स अ स्टोरी. सो आई लीव इट फॉर तारिक भाई टू एक्सप्लेन. नाउ कमिंग टू डॉक्टर मुनी, माय वेरी गुड फ्रेंड, ही राइटली टॉक्ड अबाउट कि मोदी ने आम आदमी की हालत पूरी देश में बड़ी बुरी करी हुई है. आई कंप्लीटली एग्री विद हिम, क्योंकि आम आदमी जहां पे जीती जागती मिसाल है वो है दिल्ली में, जहां एक आम आदमी के पास 45 करोड़ का घर है. और वो घर उसने कब बनाया? जब कोविड अपनी चरम पे था, जब ऑक्सीजन सिलेंडर्स की कमी थी, तब 1-1 करोड़ के कर्टन्स और वेस्टर्न कमोड खरीद के आम आदमी ने अपना घर बनाया. सो कांग्रेचुलेशंस डॉक्टर मुनी कि आपने दिल्ली के आम आदमी को इतना बड़ा कर दिया कि 45 करोड़ के घर में रह रहा है आजकल वो आदमी. नाउ कमिंग टू माय गुड फ्रेंड डॉक्टर झा, यू नो देयर इज समथिंग कॉल्ड फैक्ट्स and there is something called, I don't even want to mention it. The fact of the matter is our inflation is not at its highest right now. It is in fact one of the lowest in the last decade or so. In 2013, when the nation was getting ready to go to an election, the inflation used to be 13-14%. Right now it is 5 to 6%. Unemployment is at its lowest at 3.2. The fact of the matter is today, as Sanju has just mentioned, the third quarter GDP is out 8.4%. Are people going to say these are all doctored figures? Let them say doctored, but tell me one thing. Is the fact that 120 million toilets have been made, is that doctored? Is the fact that 110 million tap connections have been done in 10 years, is that doctored? Is the fact that 430 million Mudra loans have been distributed, is that doctored? Is the fact that 260 million Ayushman health cards have been given, is that doctored? Is the fact that 40 million houses have been constructed where 110 million Indians are right now staying, is that doctored? हर चीज डॉक्टर्ड है, तो डॉक्टर मुनि से पूछो ना चक्कर क्या है.
सही बात है, डॉक्टर है तो बताएंगे कि कैसे होगा. लेकिन I know Sanjay ji wants to come in, but Shekhar has also been waiting. So let's get in Shekhar and Sanjay, then I'm going to come to you. Shekhar Iyer ji, would it be fair to say that Modi right now is far from his peak? And this is for the very first time, Sanju, and correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't remember in 2014 or in 2019 the Prime Minister setting a target like this. He's never spoken about a number. But this time around, Shekhar Iyer ji, when he puts out a target like this, and both in 2014 and 2019, a lot of people undermined the BJP. Is the opposition making the same mistake in 24?
Definitely, they are not only making mistakes of 2014 and 2019, they are making fresh mistakes. They do not realize what is the perception today. See, what do the people feel? Forget the statistics and all that. What do the people feel? What do the people of states like Uttar Pradesh feel? What do the people of states like Madhya Pradesh feel, Chhattisgarh feel, Rajasthan feel? Why? What do the people in Delhi feel? Is Arvind Kejriwal of 2014 and Arvind Kejriwal of 24? Are they the same people? See, today the whole problem is with the opposition is that they have failed to bring in hope and enthusiasm. Who in his right mind would vote for opposition? Would you vote for Mamata Banerjee after Sandesh Kali? If you take away all those local conditions in Bengal, would you again vote for Akhilesh Yadav? Would you want to take it, Uttar Pradesh, back to the pre-2017 days? Who would want that to happen? I mean, this is the reality. And Rahul Gandhi refuses to acknowledge these things. And the way in his angry manner he goes about, who in his right mind would choose him as the Prime Minister of this country? Have the opposition ever looked at it? They decided that doesn't matter. We are going to get BJP out. Doesn't matter. People hate Modi. It's not so. See, they would have agreed with you if things were really bad. Then it would not matter who is the next Prime Minister. That's what happened in 1977. And that's what happened in 1980. People were fed up with the opposition politics. They were fed up with this Ayaram, Gayaram. They were fed up with Morarji Desai, Charan Singh and all that. So they brought Indira Gandhi back. But who in his right mind would bring Congress back? After 10 years of UPS scam, you can mock Modi to the hilt. You can make fun of him. He is not a very perfect person himself. He himself says that. But there is more hope in this country today about the future. That is because of what has happened in 10 years. And people are hopeful that under Prime Minister Modi, things are going to get better. As for the figure set by the Prime Minister, that's a bar. I mean, you keep on setting a bar so that everybody works towards that. That's the purpose of the Prime Minister. And that shows confidence that the people are going to bring him back because of the work that has been done by this government.
Okay, and I think, Shekharji, this also then reinforces the fact that perhaps his personal popularity, there's a reason why Sanjay Jha that continues to soar. See, at all times, you can't be negative. You just cannot have a negative agenda कि सिर्फ मोदी को हटाना है. Then you have to also tell me, what does the opposition today stand for? Who is your face? What is your take on economy? How will you deal with issues that you don't see eye to eye on? See, Arvind Kejriwal goes to visit Ram Mandir in Ayodhya, but Akhilesh Yadav has a problem doing it. And then you want all of them to sit together. Left today is blaming Mamata Banerjee for what's happened in Sandesh Khali. The Congress is quiet on Sandesh Khali, but they are vocal on Manipur. So, you know, a lot of these issues, Sanjay, does complicate the issue for the voter.
Deepti, it's very interesting that Shekhar Iyer says, forget the statistics. Obviously, because the statistics go against the BJP. Somebody mentioned GDP growth rate 8%. भैया पिछले 5 साल का औसत 4% है और पिछले 10 साल का 5.9% है, much lower than the UPA's 7.8. तो स्टैटिस्टिक्स तो इनको नहीं चाहिए और स्टैटिस्टिक्स जो है ये तो वो भी मैनिपुलेट किए हुए हैं. मेरे दोस्त आनंद रंगनाथन ने कहा, is this doctored? Is this doctored? Is this doctored? Is this doctored? भैया, after you have exhausted your breath, let me tell you, yes, everything is doctored. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. End of day, if that was the truth, all the numbers that you have rattled, then the farmers would not be protesting the second time. 48 lakh students in Uttar Pradesh would not be queuing up in a Kanpur railway station. Go see the picture on Google. YouTube karke dekhiye. For 60,000 UP constable jobs, the exam paper leaked. And 48 lakh people, including MBAs, PhDs, and engineers and postgraduates. This is the state of our country. And Deepti, my 2 points. Modi के गारंटी में 2 चीज तो भूल ही गए. मोदी की गारंटी है कि भैया चुनाव में क्या होगा ये तो हम डिसाइड करेंगे. चंडीगढ़ में तो हमने देख लिया. जिस पार्टी ने एक मेयर के चुनाव के लिए इतनी बड़ी धांधली कैमरे के नीचे की है, वो 2024 के चुनाव में क्या करेगी? I am going to tell you, Deepti, very responsibly on your show.
Okay.
Electoral bond को Supreme Court
the BJP, I need to respond.
Yes, I'm coming to you, Sanju.
Deepti, just one line. Deepti,
yes.
Just one line.
Quick.
यदि Supreme Court ने कहा, and the Chief Justice of India said it, that the electoral bonds were unconstitutional, which means they were illegal. Technically, you know what that means? It means कि 2018 के बाद भारत में जितने चुनाव हुए हैं, 2019 का चुनाव और उसके बाद 28 राज्यों के चुनाव सब गैर कानूनी हैं क्योंकि उस
Sanjay Jha, but a lot of that money you can say the BJP took, you know, majority of that electoral bonds. Did the Congress and the Trinamool reject it? The answer is no. I'll quickly get Sanjay to respond to this. Anand, I'm coming to you next. Sanjay.
Thank you. Deepti.
Yes.
Please, now I need my time. Deepti,
yes,
first and foremost, I will nail this lie कि democracy खतरे में है under the BJP. They keep bringing up the Chandigarh Mayoral election. I'm not going to sit here and justify if the Supreme Court has said that no, what Anil Masi did was wrong. I have the guts to say, yes, if there was a wrong, it has been duly corrected. But जब आप Supreme Court को quote करते हो, do not have selective amnesia. The same Supreme Court.
Sanjay, with your permission, I'm being told we have a quick update of the BJP CEC meeting right now and the probable list. Just give me 30 seconds, Sanjay. I'm coming back to you. Let's flash this information now. Sources telling Times Now that in Bengal, many MPs are likely to be repeated from their very own seat. The names include Lok Chatterjee, Nishit Pramanik, Shantanu Thakur, Dilip Ghosh and Shukanta Majumdar, to name a few. Pragya is with us quickly for an upside into this. Pragya, what are we learning? You're giving us details about West Bengal. Now, this is a very critical state for the BJP scheme of things. 18 is what they won the last time around here.
Absolutely, and they have worked, all the BJP MPs have worked very hard in the state, and this is exactly what BJP leadership also thinks. And they also believe that there is no harm in repeating these MP. If there is some kind of anti-incumbency, this seat can be changed, but most of the majority of the MPs are likely to be repeated. These are Lok Chatterjee and also Shukanta Majumdar, who is the state BJP chief, Dilip Ghosh, who is ex-state BJP chief, and also Nishit Pramanik, who is union minister, also Shantanu Thakur, who is also a minister, and also Subhash Sarkar, who is also a union minister. So all these, we are gathering from our sources that all these MPs are going to be repeated, is what we have been told. The CEC meeting is can start any time as soon as Mr. JP Nadda and Amit Shah and Prime Minister reaches here. But before that, we are also given to understand that there are many seats in UP also that have been decided upon. Like Rajnath Singh is going to contest from Lucknow, and Gorakhpur, again, Ravi Kishan can be fielded. From Kannauj, Subrat Pathak can be fielded. Smriti Irani is likely to be fielded from Amethi, and Bhupendra Yadav is likely to contest from Mahendragarh, Bhiwani, is what we are gathering from our sources.
Very interesting. As Pragya was having that conversation, remember those details also going up on your screens. Critical names: Rajnath Singh, we are learning from Gorakhpur, Ravi Kishan, Subrat Pathak from Kannauj, Smriti Irani from Amethi, Sadhvi Niranjan Jyoti from Fatehpur likely to get a ticket. Bhupendra Yadav, another significant name that Pragya just mentioned, expected to contest from Bhiwani, Mahendragarh or Alwar. Now, these are names that are just coming in. Sanju, apologies, I had to cut you short, but you can complete your point now.
Thank you. You know, Deepti, I was just saying this entire narrative, democracy खतरे में है. नरेंद्र मोदी प्रधानमंत्री है तो लोकतंत्र खतरे में है. नरेंद्र मोदी प्रधानमंत्री है तो गणतंत्र खतरे में है. तो ये जो गणतंत्र के सूरमा बने बैठे हैं टीवी डिबेट्स पर, खासकर कांग्रेस के निलंबित नेता, इनको बता दूं that, you know, in the last 75 odd years, much before the BJP stormed back to power with a thumping majority under the aegis of Narendra Modi, between 1950-51 and 2014, it was on 697 occasions that laws were passed by way of an ordinance. And it was done 567 times by the Congress alone. Before 2014, 142 times that duly elected governments were dismissed. Out of this 142 times, 103 times, it is the Congress which dismissed duly elected governments. And out of the 103 times, 49 times between 1966 and 1978, it was Indira Gandhi alone who dismissed duly elected governments. How many times? 49 times. By whom? By Indira Gandhi. Abhi yaad rakhna ye data. My second point, very quickly. Yes. Sanjay Jha said, you know, the GDP growth under Narendra Modi last 10 years is 5.9%, which is a whole lot of hogwash. Let's focus about post-COVID. Post-COVID, India is the only major economy. In FY22, we grew at 9.1%, FY23 at 7.2%, and FY24, we are likely to end at anywhere between 7.7 and 7.9%. The fastest growing economy, and IMF says India will account for 16% of global GDP in the next 1 year, despite two black swan events. One, the Russia-Ukraine war, and the COVID pandemic. Now, my last point is this. What have you seen in the last, very quickly. You know, I will just repeat two lines of Dushyant Kumar, which is a favorite of mine, and jo Narendra Modi ji ne Lok Sabha ke floor par kaha tha, Deepti, last year. For the opposition, तुम्हारे पांव के नीचे जमीन नहीं है. तुम्हारे पांव के नीचे जमीन नहीं है, लेकिन कमाल तो ये है तुम्हें यकीन नहीं है, लेकिन कमाल तो ये है तुम्हें यकीन नहीं है. You guys are wiped out. You guys are routed.
Sanju claims 2024 already is a done deal. We have limited time and I want to squeeze in the second comments from all our panelists. So requesting all of you to be brief. Sanjay, quickly. Anand, I know you want to comment, but after Sanjay, I'm coming to you. Sanjay, very quickly respond. Where is the opposition?
Deepti, in 30 seconds, I was very much around in 2004. This is the same language of the BJP. You know, India shining, India shining. भारत की जनता ने जवाब दिया, ये डरे हुए हैं, इनकी रातों की नींद खत्म हो चुकी है. This is India shining part 2. The people of India will triumph. Everybody will vote the BJP out. You're going to see a new prime minister. And I think Ram Rajya will begin very soon.
Okay, he says Ram Rajya will begin very soon. Monojit, are you happy? You're sad? You're confused? How do you feel today, Monojit?
No. I mean, look at the veil that she has created before the people of this country. 70,000 crores soil looted by their friends. Banks have been merged.
Monojit, should you not worry about West Bengal? Should you not worry about Bengal?
What are you talking about?
Didi is Bengal right now.
The big companies, you do not need to worry about Bengal. The people
I will not get worried. I'm asking you whether you are worried or not.
Mamata Banerjee. You worry about BJP. Though I am happy to see you here, but you worry about BJP. I tell you, Deepti,
I am still a journalist only. Okay, I have not become a neta. I have not become a neta, and I will ask questions, Monojit. Come on. I mean, if anyone would have seen today, Anand, if anyone would have seen that entire walk of Shah Jahan Sheikh today.
Yes.
I mean, can you forget that? And do netas believe that public memory is so short, cocking a snook at the system? Can there be a more defying image, Anand, than that?
No, absolutely, Deepti. Just very briefly, 3 points. Number one, as for Monojit saying that don't worry, democracy is alive. Well, just today, journalists who have been very critical of the Sandesh Khali horror and have exposed it were, booked by the West Bengal police. The High Court squashed the FIRs. And in response, the West Bengal police went and raided the colleague of the journalist whom they had filed an FIR on. This is rampant, but I suppose this is not fascism, this is democracy. And secondly, my good friend Sanjay Jha has rightly pointed out the wrong that was committed in Chandigarh election. But is that not also a case when he says this will be replicated general election? Well, in the Chandigarh election, the EVMs were not used. It was ballot.
Yes.
So this is an indictment of ballots being used. So all those people who are against EVMs, can they now please say, let us not have ballots, let us have EVMs?
All right, Anand, as always, has triggered another debate. Apologies, Sanju and all gentlemen. We just have limited time today on this edition of the News Hour. But I'll thank Sanju and all of you for joining us right now.